Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Vivek and today I will share 300 questions and answers for AZ900 Azure Fundamentals. If you want to download all these questions and answers, then feel free to visit Buy Me a Coffee page. I have shared the link below. You can then click on the shop. There are two courses, one with explanation and one without explanation. Choose any one you prefer. Enter the amount, pay and download them. If you join the membership, then every course will be 25% off. Now, let's get started with our questions and answers. Question number 1. In the context of Azure's high availability solution, what is the primary purpose of Azure availability zones? Option A. They are synonymous with an Azure region. Option B. They serve as a folder structure in Azure used for organizing resources such as database, virtual machine, and virtual networks. Option C. They allow manual selection of data centers for virtual machine placement to achieve superior availability compared to other options. Option D. They represent certain server racks within individual data centers, specifically designed by Azure for higher uptime. The correct answer is option C. They allow manual selection of data centers for virtual machine placement to achieve superior availability compared to other options. Azure availability zones are physically separate locations within an Azure region, each with independent power, cooling, and networking. They help achieve high availability by allowing users to distribute VMS and other resources across multiple zones, protecting against data center failures. Question number 2. Azure has the responsibility to manage the hardware in the infrastructure as a service model. Option A, true. Option B, false. The correct answer is option A, true. In the infrastructure as a service model, Azure is responsible for managing the underlying hardware, including servers, storage, networking, and virtualization. However, the customer is responsible for managing the operating system, applications, data, and configuration of the virtual machines they deploy. This allows businesses to focus on their applications without worrying about maintaining physical infrastructure. Question number 3. What is the primary benefit of opting for a consumption-based pricing model over a time-based pricing model in cloud services? Option A. The ability to easily predict the future cost of the service. Option B. It always being cheaper to pay for consumption rather than paying hourly. Option C. A simpler and easier to understand pricing model. Option D. Significant cost saving when the resources aren't needed for constant use. The correct answer is option D. Significant cost savings when the resources aren't needed for constant use. A consumption-based pricing model, also known as pay-as-you-go, charges users only for the actual resources used rather than a fixed hourly or monthly rate. This is especially beneficial for workload with variable or intermittent usage, as it helps reduce cost when resources are not actively being used. In contrast, a time-based pricing model, example per hour or per month, may lead to unnecessary cost when resources are idle. Question number 4. Your organization has implemented an Azure policy that restricts the type of virtual machine instances you can use. How can you create a VM that is blocked by the policy? Option A. Use an account that has contributor or above permission to the resource group. Option B. Subscription owner. Administrators can create resources regardless of what the policy restricts. Option C. The only way is to remove the policy, create the resource, and add the policy back. The correct answer is option C. The only way is to remove the policy, create the resource, and add the policy back. Azure policy strictly enforces restriction, and even owners or contributors cannot bypass it. To deploy a blocked VM, you must temporarily remove the policy, create the VM, and then reapply the policy, though this is not recommended for governance reasons. Question number 5. Which Azure feature is specifically designed to help companies get their in-house developed code from the code repository through automated unit testing and onto Azure using a service called pipelines? Option A. Azure Monitor. Option B. Azure DevOps. Option C. GitHub. Option D. Virtual machines. The correct answer is option B. Azure DevOps. Azure DevOps provides a suite of tools for continuous integration and continuous deployment. The Azure Pipeline Service automates the process of building, testing, and deploying code from the repository, such as GitHub or Azure Repos, to Azure environments. This helps developers streamline software delivery and ensure high-quality releases. Just a quick reminder, if you don't want to watch all these videos and instead download all questions and answers, then feel free to purchase them on Buy Me a Coffee page. I have shared the link below. Question number 6. You can create your own policies if built-in Azure policy is not sufficient to your needs. Option A. True. Option B. False. The correct answer is option A. True. Azure allows you to create custom policies if the built-in policies do not meet your specific requirements. You can define custom policies using JSON, specifying rules to enforce compliance across Azure resources. Question number 7. In the context of Azure's service level agreement for virtual machines, which of the following deployment strategies would offer the highest level of availability? Option A. Deploying 2 or more virtual machines within the same data center. Option B. Deploying 2 or more virtual machines within an availability set. Option C. Deploying a single virtual machine. Option D. Deploying 2 or more virtual machines across different availability zones within the same region? The correct answer is option D, deploying two or more virtual machines across different availability zones within the same region. Azure availability zones are physically separate data centers within a region, each with independent power, cooling, and networking. Deploying VMS across multiple availability zones ensure higher fault tolerance and provides the highest level of availability, 99.99% SLA, by protecting against data centers failures. Question number 8. Which Azure website tool is available for you to estimate the future cost of your Azure product and services by adding product to a shopping basket and helping you calculate the cost? Option A, Microsoft Docs. Option B, Azure Advisor. Option C, Azure Pricing Calculator. The correct answer is option C, Azure Pricing Calculator. The Azure Pricing Calculator allows you to estimate the future cost of Azure products and services. You can add products to a shopping basket, configure them based on your needs, and get an estimate of the total cost for your Azure usage. It helps you plan and budget your Azure services effectively. Question number 9. In Microsoft Azure, what is the maximum number of virtual machines that can be included in a single virtual machine skill set as per Azure's standard guideline and capabilities? Option A, 500. Option B, 1000. Option C, unlimited. Option D, 10,000. The correct answer is option B, 1000. As per Azure's standard guidelines, a virtual machine skill set can support up to 1000 virtual machines. This allows for automatic scaling of virtual machines based on demand, helping manage large-scale applications efficiently. Question number 10. What is the name of the group of services inside Azure that host the Apache Hadoop Big Data Analysis tools? Option A, Azure Data Factory. Option B, Azure Kubernetes Services. Option C, Azure Hadoop Services. Option D, SD Insight. The correct answer is option D, SD Insight. Azure SD Insight is a fully managed cloud service in Azure that provides big data solutions using Apache Hadoop and other related tools like Spark, Hive, AdSpace, and Kafka. It enables users to process and analyze large amounts of data efficiently in the cloud.